This is a leverless controller, and I bought one for $330. Now, why did I even buy it when I have a perfectly good controller? And to answer that, it's simple. It had a cool Akuma skin. I'm impulsive and in the mood to throw away 500 hours worth of gamepad experience to learn leverless. Fighting games have three major controller schemes: lever controllers, aka something you'd see in the arcade, a gamepad, which is a normal controller, and finally, the star of today's video, the leverless controller. These controllers are basically a lever controller, but the joystick was replaced with arcade buttons. When I first bought this leverless, I asked Reddit for some advice, and well, get ready to work out your ring finger, and don't neglect practicing on player 2 side. 2 weeks to learn, 1 month to get comfortable. Forgot to add, week 1 will feel fucking horrible. It did. Also, consider setting L1 to parry, L2 as DI. Just play a lot. It took me about 1 month before I felt comfortable with the controller, and maybe 2 months before I was better with leverless than I was on stick. Gamepad is leverless, unless your dumbass used the analog stick to play. Yeah, about that. Well, congrats that you're never leverless, man. The main goal for this video was simple. Reach Diamond 1 with a character I don't have in Diamond. Now, I had two specific choices. The first option was Jamie, a power-up character who gained more specials the more he drank, and Ken, a rushdown Shoto, and the character that is considered the best in the game. Now, me being a Shoto main, I inevitably chose Ken as my main for leverless, mostly due to the familiarity Ken has to Luke, Ryu, and Akuma. So goodbye, Xbox controller and your non-rechargeable batteries, and hello, funny Akuma controller. Day 1 was simple. I didn't go to ranked, but instead went to the AI bot to get my fingers used to the layout of leverless. My hands were in this position, and if you're getting into leverless too, do not use this hand position. Actually, I think I should explain what a leverless is and how it works. For anyone who doesn't know, a leverless controller is a controller that only uses arcade buttons for its layout. So instead of a joystick and 8 buttons, there are 12 total buttons, 4 for right, left, down, and up, like on a D-pad. The 8 buttons are the buttons you'll usually see on a controller. The great part of leverless controllers is they're easily customizable. Some leverless controllers have extra buttons on their layout, but the default layout usually consists of these 12 buttons. Eventually, I managed to bully one of my friends into getting on and played some matches. Nothing really came out of today other than getting used to the controller itself. That being said, at the end of the session, I got recommended a video through my Discord going over leverless basics. I highly recommend watching this if you're new to leverless, but the basics are simple. For one, put your hands in a cup position like this. And secondly, get used to using more fingers on the right hand, as gamepad usually only uses your thumb, pointer, and middle finger, while on the leverless, you're going to be using your pinky, ring finger, and middle finger a lot more. Especially your thumb, depending on which thumb you decide to use. I decided to use my right thumb. Now that I fixed my hand position and practiced some matches, I thought it was best to head straight into rank to the next day. Day 2 was the first day I played ranked. I started in Platinum 2, and the thing about today was I wasn't really playing Ken. I was playing Shoto more than I play Ken. What I mean is this, and this. Now you're probably wondering, how did this session go? And well...
Zongia wins! That wake you up! Time to get serious! Here! This is your last ride!
Putting it very simply, I got my ass kicked. This is because not only am I trying to rewrite 500 hours worth of muscle memory, but I'm also getting used to using my right thumb on jump. And as a reminder, the jump button is the bottom-most button. So for a good 40 minutes I was tapping a button with my middle finger. Only problem is, that button doesn't exist. Basically went like this. Not only am I fighting the opponent online, but I'm also fighting myself at the same time trying to play this game like I'm on an Xbox controller. So instead of a 1v1, it's a 1v2, and I'm not winning that 1v2. That being said, for the first ranked day, I still had some good matches. Here's some examples.
Round 1. Fight! some other cool beat. How you like that? Party time. That's my shot. I'm feeling it. Foolish. Serious. Fight. Not so fast. Hadouken! Oh! Hey! Hadouken! Hey! I'm feeling foolish! Gotcha! Hadouken! This beat is crazy! Go! And yes! I'm feeling it! I'm feeling it! Final round. Fight! I'm in action! Bet that hurt. Go time! Ken wins!
Day 3 was when I started learning Ken combos, such as a simple corner combo.
Dude, start speaking Mandarin right now. Help me.
I
don't have smite. He has no blood.
Did I ever use it? Nope. I'd forget the combo. Here's what actually happened a majority of the time.
But it's always like the same. That it is the same covers of the same songs, but this time it's sung by a different person. Alright, I listened to All I Want for Christmas Is You 5 times in my entire shift. Alright, I get it. It's a fucking great song. I get it. Alright, like,
Here we go.
do I have to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You? Every fucking time. You know how many times I have to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You? Like, it makes me want to fucking it's like, why am I get it.
How's this?
Like, do I have
Let's get it.
Cool thing about Leverless is how easy it is to both backdash and DP. So much so, it kind of began to create its own habit of backdashing everything and shoryukening everything, even if I completely missed. One of these things is something I can get away with in the lower ranks, and another gets beaten out by MASH. Like usual, I cannot react to drive impacts for the life of me. That being said, I was still getting used to the Leverless control scheme. Supers as well is something I have found that I had trouble inputting. I'd get it out here and there, but in some situations where I wanted it, it wouldn't come out. I was either too slow, or I was just clicking the wrong button. I actually took Reddit's advice. I switched my drive impact and drive parry buttons. So now my parry is L1 and impact is L2. The parry button is extremely important in this game, as it allows you to do the following: EX moves, cancel and enforce another 50-50, get a free punish in a 2-frame window, and most importantly, skip neutral. Biggest downside was since my pinky rests on L1, it makes using L2 to react to drive impact much harder. Just kidding, I don't react anyways. Today was also the day I started playing Ken more than just Shoto fundies. I think it's best to go over Ken's signature specials that other Shotos don't have. Jin right kicks is a mix-up tool, with the second kick, light version, hits low, medium is an overhead, and heavy is in the middle when you want to confirm a combo. Dragon Lash is Ken's neutral skip. Heavy is safe on block because it can be reacted to. Medium and light can be comboed into. I think. I don't know. I never fucking used it. Regardless, you use it to skip neutral when nobody's expecting it. Finally, with 2 kick buttons, Ken can do a run. And if you click light, it stops Ken in place, medium does an overhead, and heavy does a kick that can also be confirmed into supers, just like Jinrai kicks. And the cool thing about this move is, technically with some of Ken's specials, he has 5 versions. For example, Tatsumaki, Dragon Lash, and Shoryuken all have a 5th version when you cancel it into run. Now, I also practiced this signature corner combo swap with Ken. As of right now, I am Platinum 3, and I warm up by doing the same combos before queuing for a game of Ranked.
Gotcha! Not so fast!
I'm not fighting Wi-Fi anymore.
Let's get bad mistake. How's this? Go time. Ken wins. How's this? Not so fast! Shoryuken! Up and over!
Jump. And you're
Shoryuken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken!
Best you learn, and learn well. If I may, I should think little. Here, are we?
Shoryuken! Hadouken! Gota! No! Hadouken! Shoryuken!
No escape.
Shoryuken! Shoryuken!
Here comes a new challenger.
If it's, I swear, if it's that fucking other Akuma, no fucking way, it's the same guy. It's my I think that's my largest fucking streak ever.
I was definitely getting used to Leverless by now, mostly because somehow I reached a win streak of 14 before throwing it to an Akuma. Most of today was, of course, using Ken's specials to, of course, win matches. Cool benefit of Leverless is how fucking easy it is to input DP, I shit you not. It's quite literally just 3 buttons to a light punch. Get a load of this guy. Trying to fucking jump at me. I've also noticed I should definitely be doing the Shoto signature of crouching medium kick into drive cancel a lot more. I have also noticed I should definitely be doing the Shoto signature of crouching medium kick into drive cancel a lot more. In general, the kick button I used the most was obviously light kick. Day 5 was also the day where I learned the majority of Platinum is basically just pattern recognition. Basically, if I learned the pattern, game was won. If I didn't, I had to do Ken things. You know what I'm talking about. Heck, I even made a little fucking flowchart for this. You know, a little knockoff version of the Street Fighter 4 version. Thankfully, that one corner combo I learned, surprisingly, actually worked to a uncertain success. Sometimes, to play it safe, I just not Shoryuken and just put my opponent in a guessing position. Canceling into super also took time to get used to. See, the thing about super inputs on Leverless is it basically requires a beat to get down. It's kind of like getting the timing down with CPR. You can't just mash the 2 buttons together and expect the super to come out. The timing also requires practice, like any cancel. Now, did I learn any combos I could cancel into? Now you're probably wondering why I stopped the video so abruptly, and the answer is pretty simple. You're on your fucking phone. How do I know this? Simple. I'm outside your window, and for the past 3 minutes you've been scrolling and listening in the background. Yeah, I get it. Script's kind of fucking boring and clunky. We all ain't good at something the first time. Regardless, get off your fucking phone. Here, I'll even put some Persona music in the background to help you pay attention. What was that? You weren't on your phone, and I'm at the wrong address? Let's prove it. Let's do a quick quiz. Now, you're knocked down as Ken against Manon. What is your best option? Do you A. Block, B. Throw tech, C. Backdash, or D. XDP? Well, if you answered D, you're correct. Next question. You're knocked down as Ken against Manon after XDP. Chances are the Manon knows you probably won't do it again and will go for a command grab. What is your best option? Do you A. Block, B. Throw tech, C. Backdash, or D. XDP? One more question. Now, you're knocked down as Ken against Manon, and you've XDP'd twice. You are now burned out, and you got nothing to lose. What is your best option? Do you A. Block, B. Throw tech, C. Back... Looks like I got it wrong. I was at the wrong house. I do appreciate you paying attention. Now back to the video. Yes. Did I ever use them? Like an old dog, I chose to rely on my Shoto fundies instead of actually learning Ken. Then again, this character not only hits like a truck with the most basic combos, but also puts your opponents into a 50-50 with Jinrai kicks. So, just guess correctly and know when to cash out. Day 7 was a very exciting day. That's right, the sticker finally arrived, and to mixed reactions from my peers. Now, day 7 was another day of refusing to learn Ken and instead play Shoto. Truth of the matter, getting out of Platinum is 80% fundamentals and 20% actual combos. You can learn all the combos in the world, but if you can't land them in the first place, it's all a waste of time. I still had problems inputting supers and keeping my fingers on the punch buttons, meant for the most part, I stuck to punch moves instead of the infamous crouching medium kick. But patience yields results, so I climbed up to Platinum 5 in no time.
How's this? Let's get Sonic boom. Hadouken! 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 Blast kick! How's this? Sonic boom. Dodging right! Hadouken! Hadouken! Come on! Hadouken! Break! Perfect! Perfect! Sonic boom! Perfect! 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 Hadouken! Perfect! Hadouken! 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 Sonic boom! How's this? How's this? Sonic boom! How's this? Back! Back here! Hadouken! How's this? What? Hadouken!
Alright.
Final round.
Alright, let's try and jump that.
Gotcha! Coming at ya! Perfect! My turn! Time to end this! Ken wins!
Day 8 was the day I finally got more consistent with super inputs. Actually, inputting supers with Leverless isn't as simple as mashing down and forward/backwards. It's 2 constant sweeps of the fingers. Kind of hard to explain, but with practice it gets easier to visualize. You know what, fuck it. Let me just show you what it looks like in the training room.
Coming at ya! Bringing the... Coming in hot! One more! Coming at ya! Bringing the...
Here's the cool thing about Street Fighter's matchmaking system, is that you can get players who are either 2,000 league points above you or 2,000 below. And in rare cases, it's 3,000 plus on both sides. This means at this level, I am fighting diamonds more consistently. Sounds scary on paper until you realize it's essentially the same rule as Platinum. Fundamentals are, at the end of the day, the most important part of getting better, and I get a lot more points if I fucking beat them. Truth be told, I am finding it hard what to exactly talk about with days 7 and 8, being that these are kind of like the filler episodes in anime. There really isn't much substance here. I kind of have everything down to a consistent pace. All that's really left is crossing the finish line. Speaking of... The Platinum flowchart was in full effect today. As long as I relied on fundamentals and memorization, I'd often win the set. Or I just used Dragon Lash to skip neutral. Did I still have problems inputting supers? Yes. Did it matter if I just throw looped or guessed correctly? No, not really. It mattered so little. Here's what my last match looked like.
I love for loops. Super fun with guys. What a fun mechanic. I love guessing. Don't you love guessing?
Die a thousand deaths. Let's get...
Guessing at
Do you? A. Block. B.
I love throw loop.
You're probably wondering what my reaction to finishing this challenge was. Well, fuck Ken! I fucking hate Ken!
I am so happy this shit is done. Get me the fuck out of Ken. Fuck Ken. Fuck Ken. Fuck Ken. I cannot stand Ken. He does not have a 2-1-4 punch like fucking Ryu, like fucking Ryu, or Terry. Oh my god, I finally did it. Get me the fuck out of here.
So out of this whole 9-day ordeal, what did I even learn?
Fuck Ken. I cannot stand Ken.
Yeah, I don't like this character. I am fairly confident in saying Ken is probably staying in Diamond 1 for the rest of Six's lifespan. So, sorry for disappointing the Ken mains. Actually, thinking of it now, I'm probably doing the community a favor by just dropping Ken and never playing him outright. Like, I'm genuinely serious when I said this. The second I finished this fucking challenge, I immediately switched to Ryu. And Ryu was in, like, Diamond 2. So, I really did not give a singular fuck that I was essentially skipping an entire rank just to get fucked. Because to tell you the truth, again, with the fucking Shoto Fundies, I got the hang of Ryu so fucking easy. It's almost as if I just didn't need to play Ken in the fucking first place. I'm guessing this was just me at the end of the day, since I was getting used to keeping my fingers on the punch buttons, and moving your fingers from the punch buttons to the kick buttons was a lot harder for like the first month. So, and considering the fact that the majority of Ken's special moves involve using the kick buttons, that's probably why I dropped a fuck ton of combos, and why, more importantly, I just didn't enjoy playing this character. Not to mention, Ken is the only Shoto without a two. You know, I've been saying this a lot, but I was definitely carried by Shoto fundamentals with a sprinkle of Ken cheese. And, you know, truth be told, to this day, what I really had to like improve on afterwards was like genuinely just super canceling. And even then, 2 months later, I'm actually off script right now, but even then, 2 months later, I've been getting a lot better at super canceling, crouching medium kick canceling, drive rush combos. The only thing I'm not good at is drive impact. And that's because I'm fucking old as shit. And unless I have coffee, I just can't react to it for the fucking life of me. Oh my god, he's 20 years old, 21 years old. He's fucking 21 years old and he can't react to drive impact. Time to go back to the nursing home, grandpa. It's like that. Most importantly, did I have fun? And the answer to that is, of course, yes. Leverless as a control scheme is actually pretty fun. As someone who played gamepad incorrectly for 500 hours, it actually felt nice to be able to consistently backdash. Do I recommend this control scheme to anyone? Yes, I do. And best of all, you don't need to spend $300 for this controller. There are various other leverless controllers that can be bought for less than $300. Even $100. And like a computer, if you're confident enough, you can actually build your own. I wouldn't recommend that though, because I'm a fucking coward. I'd also recommend, if you're an avid PC gamer who's been on keyboard and mouse their entire life, that you should definitely switch to leverless. It does feel like you're on a fucking keyboard. What else was I going to say? So there you have it. I successfully made it to Diamond 1 using a brand new control scheme, and I have no intention of going back. So there you have it. I successfully made it to Diamond 1 using a brand new control scheme, and I have no intention of going back unless I play a grappler. That's the end of the video. You can click off now. So today I'm going to be playing Leverless Super Smash Bros. We're going to play it's the worst thing that can happen.
3,
Yeah, I don't think this controller is good for leverless. So, like, for some fucking reason, this little fucking control scheme is treated like an Xbox controller. So let's learn how to play this game. Let's see. To be a coward or to be not a coward? Am I fucking stupid or something? To move. That's my gadget. That's switch buttons. Like right to. So it seems that I am also unable to move. But I can shoot.
On the location and defuse it.
If I look around like this, unfortunately I can't really move around. What does this button do? Oh shit. So I think defense is going to be easier because I won't have to move. So it's not really that different from regular Rainbow Six. Okay.
Down
I
to
should
5
be able
seconds.
to win this, no questions asked.
Bomb located by Op 4.
They try and defuse. Shit, I got 2. Oh. Oh. Alright. Okay, I got one more. Holy fuck, yeah,
Op 4
let's go.
eliminated.
Easy.
Mission successful.
I don't even need to fucking heal. I'm just better. Oh my god, dude. Sign me up to G2. Oh.